Please, as always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, pass and share the videos along, spread the word. Body movement laws is the future of golf instruction. Okay, we've been talking so much about the lats. I've got to give you my favorite, the best lat exercise on the planet. However, you're going to have some body movement awareness in order to be able to do this correctly. So you're going to need to know how to get in the box. That's the first thing you do before you ever move your arms. The arms and extremities are always secondary, even in the gym, because any exercise you perform, if you're not aligned internally, if your rib cage, pelvis, and scapula is not in neutral, none of the exercises are going to be done in perfect alignment. Why do we want perfect alignment? Because for injury prevention, it maximizes the muscle contraction that we're trying to work, the muscles we're strengthening, and it is put your body at its lightest point and yet its strongest point. The other reason is if you exercise, that the more you exercise and put your body into this proper alignment, the easier it is to adapt it right into your golf swing. So this is a must. So you can see she has right here, she's holding on to a band. You can use band cables. You go to a gym, just ask them where the row machine is and they'll take you right. Not the row machine, the cardio machine, the weight lifting machine, and they call it a row. All right, so seated, you can see that she already has her rib cage and her sternum lifted and her shoulder blades are down. So she's in pretty good alignment. Here's her ear, here's the center of the shoulder, and her hip, and that's what we're doing. It's trying to get that as close to plumb as we possibly can. Now, once the sternum is up and the shoulder blades are down, those lats are already firing. And so if she didn't contract her abs, which she already has, she would end up with a really big arch in the back. So you want to make sure that it's sternum up, shoulder blades down, abs contract to remove the excess arch out of the back. It's actually not as much about the back as it is we're trying to put this pelvis in neutral. We work and we function best in neutral. All right, so she's now going to sternum up, shoulder blades down. And she's going to row. Now, when you go to the gym, you're going to see row machines where they tell you to pull the elbows way back here. And that's not what we want to do. Here's midline to the body. You're going to maximize lat contraction there because we're driving the shoulder blades down. The entire time you're pulling that elbow, shoulders are driving down and sternum's reaching up. You're doing all three of those things at the same time. As soon as this elbow gets behind midline of the body, that shoulder needs to start moving this direction. So the shoulder blade begins to move up again in order to allow the elbow to move behind the body. So this is where your plumb lines come in. Don't let that elbow get past midline. All right. So, and here's another thing. I don't know if you can see this. She has the grip in her fingers. So she doesn't have it all the way in the palms of her hands. Let the grip out. Hold it with your fingers to start strengthening your fingers. And the angle of pull is very important. It's this way. So when you look at a lot of traditional row machines, they're going to take the elbow, go straight back. They're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together up here in that rectangle region. What we're doing is we're stretching sternum, driving the shoulder blades down, pulling the elbow here. We're going to stop the elbow right on that line. Oops, sorry, ab contract, most important part, neutral pelvis. Once you get there, you're going to hold for a count of 1001. Then you still want to hold this, hold that, hold the box, hold neutral torso alignment until your arms come straight out in front of you. So notice she did not loosen up her torso at all. She maintained that tension in the torso. This is so important for golfers. She's learning how to keep her arms nice and loose, how to let the elbow, the band or the weight's going to pull your arms out. So her arms are loose, but she's not rounding and letting the shoulders go forward. She's still holding all of those the muscles for the box. I'll put a link in the description box below. Make sure you review the 3D model so you know what the box is. But most importantly, angle of pull is going this way. It's not going back. Do not squeeze the shoulder blades together. You are busy driving them down towards your tailbone. And that's your row.